Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Jaguars going up against the Browns.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Ten yards still left on second down.
Split round! Split round! Here we go!
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. He finds some Lamar Miller, the 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs. This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down. Rose under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Looking to throw on second down. Rose throwing the out route incomplete. It's Curry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. This one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun, Rose. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first down. Rose over the middle, complete. That's Curry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun. Rose. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Curry. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To throw on 2nd down. Rose. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Rose. And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
A first update now from Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 3rd down, Kaiser. He finds Coleman. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey his first touchdown of the new season, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 3rd down, Rose. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st and 10, Rose. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Kaiser now on 2nd down. Underneath for Johnson. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 1, 9, 5.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That one good for 33 and a first. Down. Rose. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rose. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Rose. Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Crockett Gilmore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Dumping it off for Johnson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here we go.
They go play action. Kaiser. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Let's go.
From the gun, Kaiser. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Rose throwing the out route incomplete. That's Curry. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 44-yard line.
Blitz! Blitz! Oh, yeah! Let's go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Curry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Rose. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rose. And that is caught.
Touchdown, Jacksonville. Crockett Gilmore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First down throw for Kaiser. Escaping the pressure. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there for sack number 127 in his great career. Moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Screen play, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go.
Kaiser to throw it. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Cleveland after this. And to give this time to the tailback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, Rose. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. on first down. Rose. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Rose. Griffin's got it. Middle of the field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Looking to throw. Rose. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Rose. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Forbath will put this one through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the 1st half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and pass it.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Let's see if they do just that. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Hoffman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And they'll run it here. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. Rose going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On 1st and 10, Rose. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
All right, here we go.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Rose. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now. Barney.
From the gun, Rose. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. From the upright, it's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Kaiser. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. This guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Looks to be right around the 40.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Second down, Kaiser. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Browns on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down at the 16. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the red zone now, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Telvin Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. To throw, Kaiser. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A scoring update from the southern edge of Ohio down in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. first down. Rose throwing the out route incomplete. That's Curry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Throwing on first down. Rose. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Second down now after the sack. Handoff to Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Back to throw. Rose. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On second down, here's Fournette. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. First and 10. Rose looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Curry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw on second down. Rose. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A very solid gain of 27. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Oh, good move. Fancy footwork at the 45. And some room to work. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And the lead is now 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Forbath to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Now Kaiser. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Let's go, Ohio!
On 3rd and 1, here's Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Kaiser now. The catch made by Miller. Lamar Miller, 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Lamar Miller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns get a score closer. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go! Grand 38!
Following the interception, Kaiser. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, Kaiser. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
To throw again. Rose. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Off the play fake. Rose going for the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Kaiser now on second down. And this is incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Let's go! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit! Over! Hurry up, here we go! Detroit!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Off play action. Rose. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They'll run it now out of the gun. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Here's Kaiser. Dancing to his left. Looking left-sided, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Come on, let's go!
Now a handoff. Johnson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. He'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
The Browns on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go! Black round! Black round!
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. Defense showing blitz.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, flex round.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Flex round.
2nd down, the ball on the 2 here. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. And they have got the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Here we go. 3-19. Gun.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cleveland, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.